Thomas the Wooden Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Stories, Season 1, Episode 5, Toby's Truck Trouble. Toby is a tram engine who works and lives on the island of Sodor. He is also the only steam tram who lives and works on the island of Sodor. He has a coach called Catherine who he takes passengers in. And he has lots of friends on the island of Sodor. Like Thomas, who he takes passengers with. Like Percy, who he takes coal trucks with. And Duck, who he shunts trucks around the station with. One day at Titmo's sheds, Thomas and Percy were talking to their friends when Toby arrived. The Fat Controller was waiting for him. Oliver has broken down and cannot take his train, said the Fat Controller. Toby, will you collect it from the station and take it, please? Yes, sir, asked Toby. What's the train? The train is a line of trucks, he said. Oliver was supposed to take it, but since he has broken down, as I told you, he can't. So I need you to do it for me. Will you do it? Of course I will, said Toby. I'll be happy to help a friend. That's a good engine, said the Fat Controller, and he left. I noticed he didn't say an important job, said Gordon, because trucks aren't an important job. But helping another engine is, said Thomas happily. Then Toby thought, what about my other jobs, like the passengers and the milk, he said. The Fat Controller came back. Don't worry, he said. Thomas can take your passengers, Percy can take your milk, and Duck can shunt your trucks again for you. Oh, that's good, said Toby. I'll be off to get the other trucks then. And he steamed away to collect the trucks at the station. Thomas and Percy decided they should be going too. They knew how important it was to keep Toby's jobs on schedule. At the station, Scruffy was there, along with the other trucks. They were Toby's goods train. They saw Duck was shunting trucks and thought it fun to sing. Duck should play with other ducks, 'cause he's no good at shunting trucks. And they laughed and laughed. Duck was cross. You should take care with Toby, he warned. Why? asked Scruffy. Because if you play tricks on him, you'll never be the same truck again. Remember what happened with Oliver? Scruffy hated it. He didn't like being reminded of the time that Oliver had pulled him apart. Toby knows how to handle trucks, said Duck, so behave yourself with him. Look, here he comes now. And along he came. Toby shunted all the trucks together in one long line. Then Thomas and Percy arrived to collect the passengers and the milk. Thanks for arranging the trucks, Duck, said Toby. No problem, said Duck. Go on, Toby, you go first, said Thomas. Oliver normally goes first. And with that, Toby steamed away with the trucks. He knew that this wasn't going to be any easy task. I hope he'll manage, said Percy worryingly. Of course he will, said Thomas. This is Toby we're talking about. But Duck wasn't so sure. Toby's line led towards Gordon's Hill. Gordon's Hill was the steepest hill on Sodor. It was the highest point, it was the most difficult to climb, and it was where most trucks found their chance to play tricks on the engines. It wasn't long before Toby arrived at the top of the hill, and was proud of it. "I made it," said Toby, and he trundled over the suspension bridge. "I hope that I go the right way at the next junction," he said, as the wheels of the truck clickety-clacked along the track. Up ahead loomed the end of the bridge, and at the bottom of Toby's hill there was a junction. One line led to a level crossing. The other led to a set of signals. Toby had to turn right at the next junction, because if he went straight on, he would be going the wrong way, and there would be a terrible accident at the station. But throughout the journey, Toby's trucks had been thinking of a plan, and they knew exactly what to do. As they got to the end of the bridge, they shouted, "On, on, on! Faster, faster! Go, go, go!" Toby zoomed down the hill and down the wrong line. "Oh no!" he wailed. He crossed the rickety bridge, and then there was trouble. Something hit the bottom of the bridge and made the brake van fall off. The brake van hit a pillar that was holding up the ropes on the edge of the bridge and was uncoupled. Toby didn't realize this and carried on going. Toby rounded a sharp bend and headed into a deep, dark tunnel. At the station, Percy had left, and James had arrived with a goods train filled with packages, logs, pipes, and a car transporter. Thomas had already been round the island once and had arrived back at the station with Annie and Clarabelle, and Duck was still busy shunting trucks about. When Toby emerged out of the quarry mine tunnel, he got a huge shock. There he saw a brake van to a goods train at the station in front of him. Toby rang his bell as loud as he could for James to move. But it was too late. Toby smashed into the brake van, sent the brake van flying, and crashed into the goods train. Toby was derailed. All of his trucks followed. One of James's packages hit Clarabelle, and another hit Annie. The impact was so strong that one of the doors of James's trucks broke off, and the pipes spilled everywhere. Even the car was off the rails and had fallen off the car transporter. Thomas was very surprised at what had happened, and Duck got a huge shock too when he arrived with his trucks. James was not happy at all. "You've wrecked my goods train," he said crossly. And he had. James's tender was derailed and on its side. The car transporter was on its side. The trucks were everywhere, and all the pipes and packages were broken. Toby's cow catchers were ruined too. But the troublesome trucks just laughed. Then Percy arrived with the Fat Controller on board. He stepped out of his cab and looked at the mess. Then Toby noticed something. Percy had 2 brake vans. He couldn't find his own. "Oh," he said, "it must have come off at the rickety bridge." "Yes, it did," said the Fat Controller. "Percy found it and brought it straight to me." "Toby, what happened here?" Thomas, James, Percy, Duck, and the Fat Controller all wanted to know exactly what had happened. And Toby told them everything. "Your cow catchers are ruined, Toby, so you'll have to go to the works," said the Fat Controller. So while the workmen helped to clear up the mess, Thomas pulled Toby to the works on a flatbed. Toby was upset about what had happened and knew now how to handle trucks even better.